G'day everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another NBA 2K25 Play Now Online video. In this video we're going to be using the Portland Trailblazers. As you can see, it's a bit of a shorter video. I decided to only include the last quarter of this one as the third quarter kind of dragged on for a bit and I didn't want the vid to be too long. And therefore if I make these vids shorter I can probably be more consistent and get them out quicker for you. You see there my opponent chose the Atlanta Hawks, so I thought that's good enough to use the Blazers, couple tier 3 teams, although Atlanta are probably the best tier 3 side in it. Maybe the Bulls actually. Let me know what you think down below. You see here we're facing a 3-point deficit going into the last quarter. As I'm going to be talking about the Portland Trailblazers, not a whole lot to talk about or to be optimistic about. Sorry for all you Blazer fans, maybe you guys can educate me in the comments, but at least it looks like you picked a direction. I mean, they're going to be bottom 3 in the West, you'd think, because I was looking at the other teams, and the only other team I can really find that is for sure tanking is the Utah Jazz. I'm not sure who else besides Portland and Utah are really going to be losing and battling for the number 1 lottery odds. And even when you look at Portland's record early on, I think they were like 3-6 by the time I started recording the audio for this, or they might even be 3-5. But that's actually better than I expected, as I was wondering if they'd even get to 20 wins at the start of the season, just because the West is so tough. A bit tougher than the East, you'd have to say, especially with Milwaukee and Philadelphia really falling off quite a bit early on here. But you see here, I actually switched to a zone, try to force him to shoot. Let's go through their roster a little bit. I did like the Denny Advia pickup. I believe they traded for him last season. I can't actually remember off the top of my head, but you got Scoot and Klingon, who are both 20 years of age. Hopefully Scoot can develop, because I'm not going to lie, he kind of looks like a bust at the moment, but it's still very early on. I mean, this is what, his second year, I believe, so hopefully he can just get better and become more efficient. And then you got the likes of Ayton and Simons, who are kind of in their own little tier where they're basically coming to the primes of their careers, but they don't seem to be the best players, but they're paid certainly well enough. As you see there, Simons goes in and absolutely throws it down on Bogdanovic. But it'll be interesting to see if both Simons, Ayton, and I guess even Jeremy Grant is still on the team come the trade deadline, because they're making a decent amount of money, and who knows, maybe a good team can talk themselves into picking one of those guys up. And speaking of trades, they've also got Robert Williams, who's always hurt, so I'd say they'd try to flip him, but I don't know if a team's going to take a chance on him because he just can't stay healthy. He can't play any games. But yeah, they do look all right at the moment. I mean, they've got Kamara, who looks interesting as well, and they've just got a bunch of thrown together role players like Thibault and such, and Duop Reith and those sorts of players, where they're kind of just looking all to make careers for themselves and try to stay in the league and make some money. But I really can't see them making any noise or even getting close to making the play-in, especially with the other teams. I mean, who else is going to be down there with them? You got Utah. Some people think the Clippers are going to be down there. Maybe the Pelicans if they keep struggling with injuries. But yeah, other than that, I don't really have much hope for Portland. But I guess if you're a Portland fan, you kind of just want to lose. You just want to see Scoot get better. You want to see Klingon hopefully get some minutes. And you want to see, I forgot to mention Shaedon Sharpe. Shaedon Sharpe's another one. I think he's only 21. But he has definitely shown flashes and he's just an insane athlete. So hopefully you can get some fun highlight plays and some career nights out of him. But yeah, you won't really be expecting any win now moves going into the season or anything like that. So hopefully just a fun season for you guys, and hopefully Scoot can progress, because what was he, pick number 2, I believe? And who went after him? I know it was... No, he went pick 3, that's right. Brandon Miller went pick 2, and a few people were clowning on Charlotte for actually taking Brandon Miller over Scoot at the time, which in hindsight is ridiculous, because Brandon Miller, especially on the Charlotte Hornets, looks like a great addition to go next to LaMelo Ball. And yeah, that's going to be it for my Portland segment of the video and just talking about them. Let me know what you guys think. If I had to predict their record, I think I'd still just go the 20 wins. I think I'd go 20-62. I know that sounds absolutely awful. And threes can, win you games, just a 3-point shootout half the time. But I just don't see Portland winning very many. So sorry to all the Portland fans out there. Let me know what you guys predict for them. But I'm going with 20-62. And who knows, we might come back to this video later on in the year and see how right or wrong I was. We're getting into these last couple of minutes now. My opponent down by 1 point. It's got Trae Young, runs a little pick and roll. I switch. Had it with a Kongwu there, gets it to Jalen Johnson. I thought I stole it there, but he throws it inside. He's got a layup attempt. Deni Avdija played decent defense, and he did more than decent as he manages to grab the rebound as well. And all of a sudden, we're coming forward. Simons to Grant. Grant drives by his man, goes in for the layup, and he gets fouled. Good take there by Jeremy Grant. He's had a pretty decent game there with the 15 points. I think Simons there said that he had 12. So hopefully I can knock down these free throws. And this guy was just a nuisance to play. I don't think he made like really any subs. I know in the third quarter he used like 5 of his timeouts or something ridiculous to try to get back the stamina. But I mean, as long as I can get the win here, I'm going to be happy with the performance from the team. I mean, it's hard to slow down people like Trae Young as he kicks it out to Johnson, back to Trae Young. Scoots on him, runs the pick and roll again. I play good defense. I read it with Grant. I've just got to play good D here. And I don't even know if that was me that jumped, because I know they've got the silly hands up thing, which somehow makes you jump on pump fakes and little just other fakes and moves, which is just ridiculous. It never used to be like that. As I take a horrible shot there with Simons, don't know what I was trying to do there, probably attempt a layup or something. But just like that, he can take the lead here. Trae Young backing it out, Deni Avdija on him. He runs the pick and roll again. He had a lane with Trae Young, but he didn't decide to take the layup. Kicks it out, get it to Bogdanovic, the Serbian. Another pick and roll, tries to force it inside again, but Jeremy Grant's there. And he gets the steal, gives it to Simons, who's going to go all the way and makes the layup. Thank goodness for that. I was hoping it was going to be an and one there. But we take a 3-point lead with 25 seconds left. And he gives it away. I get the inbound steal. That's what you get for running up the court. And he's not happy. He's paused it. He'd be fuming. But that's your fault, mate. You should be focusing on the game, and there was no reason for you to run up ahead like that, like a dummy. And now he's going to have to foul. Hopefully I can knock down these free throws with Scoot. I remember losing to Portland actually in an earlier video as well. I think I was the Bulls. But you see there, we missed the first one with Scoot. And we get lucky there. We get the bounce there, and we make it a 4-point game. 2-possession game now. Should be able to hold on from here, you'd think, although free throws I just find so hard in this game for some reason. And it's just a real struggle for me. But hopefully we can hold on and get the 3 points. Not really worried about the tier and the leagues I'm in. I'm just trying to get a win with every single NBA team. And then go through the classic teams maybe and do that as well. Let me know if you'd want to see some classic team gameplay. But after I win a game with every single team, I'm probably just going to pick a team that's a trending topic or a point of discussion and just go over it with that. But you see here, we get the stop. I was going to go for the dunk, but then I decided, you know what, I'm just going to make him foul me and just take time off the clock. And he's decided not to foul, so we're going to get the win here. Is he going to do anything? No, I take a 3 at the end there just to try to rub it in a little bit. But it doesn't go. But we get the win by 4 points. But make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe, guys. And let me know all your thoughts and opinions down below. Really love some feedback. And just to talk about the NBA with you guys. And let me know your thoughts as well down below. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace.